rights that are given to an individual whose PHI is collected are so on and so forth. You can ask a copy of the health records, as also given under one of the 8 rights of GDPR. One of the right was where a person can ask to access their own personal information. Then another thing mentioned under the GDPR was to rectify any inaccurate information. So if you can see the second right, have corrections added to your health information. Then receive a notice that tells you how your health information is to be used and shared, which is what is the objective of the HIPAA Notice of Privacy Practices. This notice is exactly like the privacy policy. Then decide if you want to give your permission before your health information can be used or shared for certain purposes such as marketing. So as I had said a few minutes back, you will be asked explicitly for your consent. Okay? Request that a covered entity restrict how it uses or discloses, which means you can ask them to restrict any activities pertaining to sharing of their PHI, right? Get a report on when and why your health information was shared. And if you believe that your rights are being denied, then you can file a complaint with your health insurer or health provider or also HHS. Right? So the US Department of Health and Human Services is the main governing body for HIPAA, right? So the ultimate adjudicatory power is also given to HHS. Who can look at receive your health information? This is the fair disclosure aspect, to make sure that your health information is protected in a way that does not interfere with your healthcare. It can be used and shared for your treatment and care coordination, to pay doctors and hospitals, right, with your families, friends, etc., who are involved with your healthcare. There we have a group healthcare plan. Your healthcare is also shared with, right, unless you object, of course, to make sure that doctors give you good care, etc., to protect the public's health, such as by reporting when the flu is in your area, and to make required reports to the police, such as reporting gunshot wounds, right? So for any of these objectives, your PHI can be used and shared, right? And it cannot be used and shared without your written permission unless this law allows it, right? The provider without your authorization cannot give your PHI to your employer, nor can it use your information for marketing or advertising objectives. So these are all the fair disclosures that can be done without the patient's consent. Okay. However, anything beyond this list will require explicit authorization from the patient or the individual whose PHI is to be shared.